Hey YouTube, Gallagher123123 back with a talking alarm clock review. Now, it's been quite a while since we've done one of these, so I thought it was finally time to take you on a tour of one that I've had for a while, but just never quite got around to reviewing. So, you might remember in July 2021, I reviewed this Reizen talking atomic alarm clock with a thermometer. Now, got this one, of course, back in 2008. But Reizen also made, apparently, two other talking atomic alarm clocks that used the same voice as this one.
The time is now 2 minutes past 2 a.m.
They made a talking atomic clock without a thermometer, and I would imagine that was their first one, as the voice prompts were a little bit different. So that one is actually one I had a long time ago. I don't anymore, though. And they also made, based on the one without a thermometer, a very small talking travel atomic alarm clock. And that's what we're here to take a look at in this video. So let's get right into it. So kind of on the main front part of it, there's one big button, a talk button. If I press it once,
The time is now 3 minutes past 2 a.m.
you'll notice it has the same charming British female voice as the model with the thermometer. So that's very nice. And we press it once, we get the time.
The time is now 3 minutes past 2 a.m.
But if we press it twice,
Today's Saturday, October 28th.
there we go, we get the date. So that's very cool. Now on the right side of the unit, we have some arrow keys, which are used for setting the settings. When you're not in the menus, it adjusts the alarm time. Then we have a mode switch, and if we push this switch all the way up to the top,
Announcement on.
we have hourly announcements, which on this clock go from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or we can put the switch down the middle is off, and down one more.
Alarm will be on at 5 minutes past 9 a.m.
Turns the alarm on. Now that is a huge disadvantage with this model and the bigger version of it, is that you cannot have the alarm on and the hourly announcement on, which is something they did rectify with this bigger model with the thermometer. So that's good that they rectified it. Then below that we have another talk button, and this is a much smaller round button, but I believe it works in the same way. We can press it once.
The time is now 4 minutes past 2 a.m.
And if we press it twice,
Today's Saturday, October 28th.
we do get the date as well. So that is on the right side. On the left, there's nothing. On the bottom, well, I guess, I don't know if it's bottom. I don't know what you call it, the front, I guess, maybe? Yeah, that's probably what I'd call it. You do have a screen. Now, this screen has kind of worn out, so all I can really show you is that it lights up.
The time is now 5 minutes past 2 a.m.
That's unfortunate, but it's not like the screen really matters to us, I guess. And then on the back, we have a few more controls. We have a volume control on this, so currently we're on low.
The time
I
is
can turn it
now
up.
5 minutes past 2
Oh,
a.m.
whoops. Okay, maybe I have the wrong order here. I think, there we go.
The time is now 6 minutes past 2 a.m.
Okay, that's the loud setting. So volume is the second one.
The time is now 6 minutes
Okay,
past
let's turn it back
2
down.
a.m.
So hopefully you got a sense there of the volume. So the one on the left is actually a key lock, and it prevents all of the keys from working except for the talk button on the side.
The time is now now 6 minutes past 2 a.m.
And of course the alarm switches would still probably work.
Announcement on.
Yes. So that first switch is key lock. Then we have the volume, and then we have the setting button, which we press and hold, and we can go through the menus.
Setting year.
And currently we're in the year setting. I believe if we press talk...
Setting year.
Okay, it will not tell us. So we'd have to use the arrow keys to change it, which I'm not going to do. But I'll press set it, the setting key again.
Setting date.
And then we have the option for setting the date. Now what I do like is the one with the thermometer, they changed the behavior that it reads the setting automatically.
Setting time zone.
Now as this is atomic, we do have time zone settings. I'll show you this, and to adjust these we do use the arrows on the side.
Pacific Daylight Saving Time.
We are currently in daylight savings for about another week.
Mountain Daylight Saving Time. Central Daylight Saving Time. Eastern Daylight Saving Time.
Okay, I'll leave this on Eastern, and we'll press the set key again.
Setting time.
And press it again to save everything.
Setting complete.
And it tells us that the setting is complete. So that is this clock in a nutshell. I got this, by the way, back in August of 2012. I saw it, and it attracted me when I realized it was a talking atomic clock that was very small and compact, and based on the feature set, I think at the time I figured it would have the same British voice that I was familiar with from the other clocks that I had. And sure enough, it did. Now this is very small. It's very comfortable to put in my hand, and also should fit quite comfortably in pocket. Yes, it does. And on the back, by the way, there is a battery compartment for one-save AAA batteries. Now, what I do want to do is demonstrate the alarm so you can hear what that sounds like. So let's go ahead and we'll set the alarm. I'm gonna set the alarm first using the arrows on the side. And we're set to 9, so I'm gonna press and hold the down key.
Alarm set.
And unfortunately you cannot move by hour. You can only move by minute, so that's a bit of a flaw, in my opinion. But this one with the thermometer also shares the same issue.
37 minutes past 5 a.m.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. Let's keep holding it down.
28 minutes past 4.
Okay, holding it down.
28 minutes past 3.
Okay, a little more. I want to get to about 10 past 2 a.m.
11 minutes past 2 a.m.
That should do it. Let's see.
The time is now 10 minutes past
Okay,
2 a.m. Alarm will be on at 11 minutes past 2 a.m.
I'll be quiet now.
The time is now 11 minutes past 2 a.m. The time is now 11 minutes past 2 a.m. The time is now 11 minutes past 2 a.m. The time is now 11 minutes past 2 a.m. The time is now 11 minutes past 2 a.m.
Okay, I think you get the idea.
The time is now 11 minutes past 2 a.m.
And then what I find is we just flip the switch on the
The
side,
time is now 11.
and that silences it. Now we could also press the talk button, which I think would snooze it for a period. I want to say it's 4 or 5 minutes, but I'm not sure. So I actually find the alarm on this to be quite harsh, but it does serve its purpose. It actually does get me up quite quick to shut this off, because I do find that obnoxious. Now the one thing I like about this clock is the alarm will go off for a good few minutes before you shut it off. I used to use the 4-alarm talking clock, which I did review in February of 2022. But the unfortunate thing that I learned, and this is kind of a bit of a vulnerability with that clock, is the alarm only goes off for a minute. So if I'm still very tired, I kind of just learned accidentally that if I just leave it for a minute, it will stop and I can go back to sleep. And I didn't like that, so I kind of stopped using that clock. But this one, it's high pitch and it gets my attention. So the only annoying thing about setting the alarm on this, like I said, is that you have to move by minute. So if we wanted to go back, say, to the PM times,
Alarm set.
we'd have to hold this button down. Or you could keep pressing it, of course, too, but I'll hold it down.
To midnight. 14 minutes to midnight. A quarter to midnight. 44 minutes past 11 p.m.
So there we go. Now, I do want to put this back to 9:05 a.m. So I'm going to hold down the up, I guess that would be the up key. And I'll hold it down for quite a while. While we're doing this, I'll say that this clock is made available, I think, through several places. I don't know if it still is, but it was sold through Maxi Aids, and I think Future Aids had a version of this as well. So,
a quarter past 6 a.m.
Okay, a little more. So, you might still be able to pick one of these up, but then again, I got this one in August of 2012, so I've had this a while. And I don't know why I never reviewed it until now.
4 minutes past 9 a.m.
Oh, right there. One more.
5 minutes past 9 a.m.
And let me turn the alarm on.
Alarm will be on at 5 minutes past 9 a.m.
And there we have it. That is a look at this Reizen talking atomic, travel.
The time is now 14 minutes past 2 a.m.
Okay, I'll say this again. That is a look at this Reizen talking atomic travel alarm clock. And I really like this one. It's small, it's compact. I could just put it in my bag and go if I wanted to. And it works. It's, simple as that. It just works. And I also do like that it's atomic, so of course that means when daylight savings time happens, this clock will just update. So that is really a beautiful thing about this. So, I think that's about it for this one. I hope for those of you who enjoy clock reviews, I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed putting this together for you and demonstrating another one of my talking clocks. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned. I have a lot of cool stuff planned, and I don't think you'll want to miss it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give the video a like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get notified about upcoming videos. Follow me on Twitter at Gallagher123123. You can also find me on Mastodon at Gallagher123123 at dragonscave.space. Thank you again for watching. We will see you in an upcoming video.